In life's grand concert, our quest is to find our purpose, establish a rhythm, and groove to it. Music is my medicine. Music is the reason and the driving force behind the transformation of my adversities into opportunities. It helped me gain confidence, courage, the strength, and the perseverance to follow my passion, and also to embrace myself and be the most authentic version of myself. As I was navigating corporate life back then, I couldn't suppress my creative urges. I would also participate in events at work, and eventually also won a singing competition at work, which you can see me proudly holding my award with my lanyard and corporate attire. Slowly, however, as I would work for 5 days a week and dedicate my week offs to music and collaborating and learning different forms of music, my boss recognized my talent and he became the source of my support and encouragement, and he told me to pursue my true calling. That's music. Passion is extremely rewarding. I am an exhibit A of that. Passion is the driving force behind my incredible journey as an artist. I embarked on my career alongside luminaries like Mr. Shankar Mahadevan, Amit Trivedi, Preetham, Salim Suleiman, and many more. From being a vocal arranger for Coke Studio, MTV Unplugged, to being the finalist of an Amazon Prime reality music series called The Remix, to singing for 150 ad jingles for global brands, to singing for animated characters for Disney films, to singing for iconic Bollywood and Hollywood projects. My life is a testament of the transformative power of passion. I even donned the hat of a television host with absolutely no experience before. And that show was called Hangama Music Bus. Today, I am also a creative media entrepreneur of my startup, Throne of Art. I want to share an anecdote from my life. I have always admired Mr. Shankar Mahadevan, and one day I get a call from Shankar sir to come to the studio. And when I reached the studio, I met Shankar Ehsaan Loy, the composers, and in front of me was sitting Amitabh Bhattacharya, the lyricist. Shankar sir says, "Thomson, I have a Bollywood jazz playback song that I would love you to sing. It's absolutely your style. Understand the rhythm, the melody, understand the emotion behind the lyrics, and go do your thing." Here, I'm an absolute nervous wreck, and I don't know what's happening. I go into the studio, within 30 minutes, I finish the first take of my song. And Shankar sir says, "Thomson, that's great. Come out of the studio." I'm supremely nervous. I'm like, what did I do? He said, "We got what we wanted, and you can go home, and we'll stay in touch." And I didn't know what to do. So I left it up to God, and to my surprise, after a month, I got a call saying that, "Congratulations, you have got a Bollywood jazz playback song called Sheher Mera, which is on the internet and going viral." So passion is magical. Passion can make things come true in our lives, and that has happened with me. For me, music has never been about commercial viability. I've done music for the love of music, because singing, performing, entertaining, composing songs gives me a source of dopamine. And even beyond all the tireless hours that I spend in studios, all the hectic schedules of touring, I never get tired even a day. In my corporate job, I would often look at the watch of my 9 hours. Now I spend more than 24 hours doing music. And they say, when you love what you do, it transcends a job. It becomes a way of life. On a personal note, I've also had the opportunity of having a stylistic evolution, and I've created iconic looks for myself as an artist that are truly resonant of my musical style and my personality. And today, I'm known as a Bollywood playback singer, a singer-songwriter, a television host, an entrepreneur, and for my visual persona. On this note, I am a living testimony of God's miracles, and I want to sing a few lines for you. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Thank you. Music has been therapeutic to me. It's not only about melodies. Music is a therapeutic outlet that unlocks deep-rooted feelings and helps you gain confidence and embrace your true identity. Music helps you express what words can't. Music calms me down when I'm stressed out. I often turn out smooth jazz music, instrumental music, and keep it on when I'm working, and it really calms me down. You should try it out too. In clinical settings, music therapy is used to treat emotional disorders by regulating the heart rate, reducing stress levels, anxiety, and promoting relaxation. Throughout my journey, I've had the pleasure of so many highs in life, performing in front of tens of thousands of people and audiences at the best venues in the world, like Madison Square Garden in New York, the World Trade Center in Dubai, Esplanade in Singapore, and so on. However, the stark contrast of returning back to everyday life often left me feeling lonely and questioning my purpose in life. Now that's where music became my solace. It helped me cope with the highs and lows of fame. Music helped me embrace normalcy and gave me stability in success and in everyday life. Today, I am extremely grateful to God, to my mentors, to my parents. I'm humbled by my journey, and I'm extremely excited to live a balanced life. My journey from hardship to success has been an interesting one, and it's been a testament of drive, passion, God's miracles in my life, and my ability to work hard, my willingness and hunger to learn. And from being a science student who wanted to pursue a very different career, as I wanted to be a medical professional, can you imagine that? To living an ordinary life, but hidden under the ordinary life, I had financial struggles. Hence, to support my family, I even took up a part-time job right after high school. And my college life went in juggling between my corporate life and my music life. And that's where, in that environment, I was discovered by a senior artist, and he recommended me to join a musical ensemble to travel the world, to experience and increase my musical diet, and become better as an artist. I had the honor of traveling to Europe, performing with French, Spanish, and German artists. And when I seen them singing in their language and expressing, their emotions, I realized music is universal. Music has a universal language and no boundaries. And when I came back, I felt sheer pride to be an Indian artist representing music and my culture in the world. And that's when I came back, I got a life-changing call from Mr. A.R. Rahman's team. And they said, Thomson, we want you to come and perform with Mr. A.R. Rahman at the IPL Awards 2010 on stage. And I had an overwhelming experience, an out-of-body experience, and I was like, oh my God. But again, I remember standing in front on that stage where Mr. A.R. Rahman was in front of me, and I was singing along with other artists. That was the validation I required as an artist to say, Thomson, this is the moment you need to make a life-changing decision to follow your passion and make it a career. And that's the turning point of my life. After that, I started being recommended to many composers and directors in the industry, and I had the pleasure of working with everyone. Recently, Mr. Sanjay Leela Bhansali, and I've also sung for a project produced by Michelle and Barack Obama. However, life can be challenging as we also face self-doubt, and in an entertainment industry, as a Western vocalist, I did face challenges. I also faced skepticism and was also advised to switch to an Indian pseudonym so I could succeed. There were doubts of career stability and lifestyle judgments as an artist, and so many more. But again, I believed in myself, in my talent, in my vision, and I stuck to my lane. I got better. I learned Indian classical singing to improve and widen up my horizons as an artist. And I also practiced Hindi diction. Today, I sing comfortably in more than 14 languages across genres. And I've created a niche for myself as an R&B, funk, neo-soul, gospel, jazz, blues singer. And every single thing that I've done in the past 15 years of my life, I've done it in my own forte and in my own style. Life teaches you so many things. Music is my life. It's not just a passion. It's become a part of my DNA. It's woven itself into the very fabric of my artistic identity. I've had the pleasure of working and collaborating with legends like Sunidhi Chauhan, Mohit Chauhan, Sonu Nigam, Arijit Singh, Neha Kakkar, and so many people. And throughout my entire journey, I've also had the pleasure of collaborating with global giants like Netflix, Amazon, Disney, Viacom, Sony, Yash Raj, Dharma, and the list goes on. I can't even remember so many. And what I've done is I've created a niche for myself. I've created a space for myself in the world of entertainment in my own right and in my own style. Today, I want to ask you, how can you find your passion in your life? I'm also going to help you answer that question. Passion can be found in life if you dare to explore and if you dare to listen to your inner voice. You can find passion in the innermost corners of your existence. The inexplicable nature of passion cannot be rationalized, as it is a feeling that can consume you, just like any other activity. For me, it was singing, composing, performing. Other activities like sports, cooking, traveling, blogging, dancing, and many more. There's no straightforward path to finding your passion. But if you're willing to explore, and if you're willing to give yourself a chance, you will definitely find it. I found passion in the soothing notes of music, in singing, in performing, in composing, and in mentoring artists. Today, I'm blessed as a creative media entrepreneur of our startup, Throne of Art, and Throne of Art Music, which is an independent label as well. And together with my wife, Wilma Andrews, who's a musician and an extremely talented classical pianist, we have created an ecosystem of a company, a startup for artists, by artists, to mentor artists, to uplift artists, to help them work on their craft, to introduce them to the industry, and to make them work with credible people. And it's been a beautiful, beautiful journey to give back to the community, because when I started, I was not privileged, and I never had a godfather to open doors for me in the industry. But today, we proudly can say we have changed the lives of more than 200 upcoming artists and brought them into the industry. So I take a sense of pride in saying that, and I today want to share that while we navigate our own journeys sitting here, let's take a moment. It's essential to pause and reflect. What is your medicine? Music became my medicine, my source of therapy. It became rewarding to me. It became my life. What ignites your passion and keeps you moving forward? I want to tell you one thing today. The world is waiting for your craft, for your art, for your contribution, and for your passion. All you have to do is take the chance and trust yourself. And I am a living testimony of the transformative power of passion. And it's made me who I am today. It's given me a career, it's given me a life, and it's become part of my artistic identity. I wish to tell you that passion is a journey worth taking. And the destiny is a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. Today, as we all go back, I would love for you to take some time, whenever in the week, in the month, in the year, to ask yourself these questions, to encourage that talent hidden inside you, or in your family members, or in your friends. Notice that, nourish that, and give it your all. And once you find what your passion is, you will feel a sense of fulfillment.